Hi everyone. I'm really happy to be here today. So I am Jean-Claude, the co-founder of YSO Corp, and today I'm gonna talk about Stretch Guy from the beginning to the end. But before that, I want to take a little bit time to give you more detail about YSO Corp. So we start as a studio and a self-publisher with only 3 to 5 people. And with this team, we have been able to make 7 success games in 1 year. So after that, we say, okay, we are good on what we are doing. We know what we are doing, and we develop our internal tools. So why didn't give all we do to other studio? So this year we are start as a publisher. This is a brief description of YSO Corp. What about Stretch Guy? Yeah, so first I will give you more detail about how we start with Stretch Guy, and then I will make step by step all the tests we made with Stretch Guy, and of course the result we got from each test. Then we'll make the conclusion of what was good, what wasn't good, and to finish, I will try to respond all of your questions. So how did we start with Stretch Guy? So with Stretch Guy, we start with our CTR test. It in United States with Facebook on iOS. So the result we get, the best result we get about Stretch Guy was the CTR 1.77 and a CPC of 70 cents. So regarding this result, a lot of people will say, why did you continue to work on this game? We continue to work on this game because we know the market and we know that they didn't have any game like this one in the market, and we know that we can get good playtime and good retention on this kind of game. And of course, regarding the video we made and the feeling we put into the video, we know that we can improve a lot the feeling of the video. So of course, the CPI. So we have continue with a CPI test. So in the left is the previous test we made, and in the right is the CPI we got. So here we can see in the right that we improve the body. So it is more dynamic. It is also a little bit bigger because people have to really see what it's important into the game. And now here is the body. And what about the result? We move from 70 cents as a CPC to 24 cents, and with the CPI of 30 cents. What about the game itself? So we put 15 level on it, and then we put random level from the 15 we made. We didn't make a loop just to don't let people think that they are just playing the game in loop. We also put directly ads on it to check the monetization side. And the result we get from this game was around 8 minutes of playtime, at day 1 of 40%, and day 7 or 7%. What I want to say here is that even if with 15 level people were continue to play, here you can see that even if after the level 15, people are still playing the same as before. So we are not losing too much people. So if you have a good game, even if you finish the level, people will continue to play because they like your game, even if they have some bugs on it, because there were some bugs. If the game is good, they will still play your game. What about all the tests we made step by step? Before that, I want to give you 2 information. The first is that all the tests, we make it with A/B test. For people that don't know what is A/B test, is that in one build, so in one APK that you will put into the Play Store, will make multiple versions of your game. So this is for the developer, and they will have to make, for example, for developer, if this AB test, do this. If it's this one, do this. Else, do this one. So this is really important for us because it allows us to really move fast, because we can analyze and compare data in the same time instead of making one build, put it, wait 1 week, then make one other build again, wait 1 week, and compare the 2 weeks. It takes 2 weeks, and we can make it in 1 week. And about the result I will share you is that we know that playtime is really important. Retention too is really important. But today I want to share you the data of the monetization side. But even if you have good playtime and good retention, the goal is to have good monetization. More the monetization is good, better you will be able to buy users. So for that, I will take a range of 5 to 7 days. So all the percentage I will give you is around 5 to 7 days of data. So after the first version, as it was good, of course, we make a second version and we put all of our efforts on it. So in only 3 days, we make the new version and we make some tests on it. So we were focusing on two main things for a game to improve: is the game level game design, that including the feelings and the control / inputs of the game. What about the input? The first input was the player can take one hand of the guy, and if it leave it away, the hand go back to the wall at the previous position. So we have tried to make one test that's where you will have only to move the two hands, and the body and the foot will be free. We tried this to make the game more easier, because when you have two hands to move, it's easier than four. And try to improve the feeling when the body is moving. And the other test was that you can take all the hands and move them. And if you leave it away, they will just use the gravity and the physics to move. So you're really more free. This is what we want to get, more freedom to the player, to allow them to really do whatever they want into the game. What about the result we get from this? So in the game level game design, we earn like 18% of monetization. That is a lot. Thanks for the gameplay and game levels. About the control, unfortunately, the two ends wasn't good, so we lose 6%. So of course, we removed this test from our game. And the second one, we earn 10%. So here you can see that with only gameplay, game levels, and feeling controls, you can really improve your game. Then again, 2 days later, again, what I want to say here is that if you have a good game, if you have good KPI, just put all of your effort on it. If you have to work on night, but make it as fast as possible. So in this version, we have tried to improve the feeling and the workflow of the game. So for that, first we have made some vibration when the player was dying, and also a tutorial. So we saw that on some specific level where we were adding some new mechanic to the game, we saw that people were leaving the game because they don't know what to do and they didn't really understand how to success the level. So we have had some tutorial on really specific level when new mechanic happened. In the version 5, again, we again try the control/input of the game because again, it's really important, and also add some extra character into the game. About the control, what we have tried is go back to the first um, version of the game, but instead of the hand go back to the previous position, it's just falling down, so it's using the gravity. Unfortunately, it wasn't good, so we just remove it. And what about the character? So on the menu, you can click on the head of the stretch guy, and you're able to get extra character. So for that, you have to watch a rewarded video. And as everyone knows, the rewarded video is the kind of video that gives us the more money. So thanks to that, we have been able to improve it to 0.3%. We can see that it's not a lot. And what I want to say here with this result for studio is that if you have a good game, don't think that even if you have a bad game, don't think that adding extra character will really improve your game. If you have a game with 15% of retention in day one, if you add extra character, gift, or bonus, something like that, is too small to really improve your game. So really focusing every time on the main thing is that gameplay feelings of your game. About the version 7, so I sometime you will see I will just don't put all the version we made because I don't have 1 hour, so I'm trying to only take the most important one. So in version 7 we again try to improve the maps. Here unfortunately it wasn't good, so we just leave it and move to another test. And in version 9, again, we try to improve maps. We earn some money from this, so this is cool. And again, we try to improve the control/inputs. About the inputs, instead of dying, we try to don't let people dying. So instead of dying, you will just lose the control of the hand, and the hand will use the gravity and the physics to move. If we were only looking about the retention and playtime of this A/B test, we'll say is mostly the same. But when we were looking on the monetization side, we have seen that we lose 10%, so it's hard to get. So why we got this is because when someone is dying, is the time to them to click on retry. And this is the time when we are displaying ads. So we were just uh, losing some time to display ads. Again, in version 10, we again try to improve the maps and the level design, and it was good. And we also tried to improve the game by adding bonus and more effect to the game. About bonus, I would say we're trying to display more rewarded video. So for that, we had a box that is falling from the top to the bottom, and if the player is clicking on it, he will get a rewarded video, and after that, you will get an extra power. For example, here the extra power is about stretching, so you can stretch the guy as much as you want. And here allow us to get 4% on monetization, but not really in playtime and in retention. Again, the way is to find some hack to add more ads into your game. About the dead effect, we try to add more effect when the people was dying. So unfortunately, it wasn't good. We lose 2.2%. I want to take some time here because of what I want to say is that never trust your mind, only trust the data. So whatever you are doing, trying to make it with a test, with an A/B test, so you will be able to compare. Because most of people will just adding this effect on the dead effect, and they will just put it on the standards game, so the normal version. So as we are making tests at any modification we are making to the game, we have been able to see that, okay, this is not good. We should not keep this modification. In version 11, we try two things is about the workflow slash feeling, and again, give some skin. About we try to give multiple life to the users. Here you can see that he have 3 lives, and instead of dying, he's just losing the control of the hand. The hand is using the physics, and you're losing 1 life. This was exactly the same as previous. The retention wasn't really bad, the playtime too, but the monetization really changed. And about skin offer, so after each level, let's say 10 level, you're able to get an extra character. So for that, you have to watch a rewarded video. And here you can see that it allows us to get really a small amount of percentage. And again, I'm repeating myself, but it's really important for me that don't spend time on this until your game is not profitable. It will not really improve the retention and playtime again of your game. So please focusing only on the main thing of the game. Again, you see that I moved from the version 11 to the version 21 because I want to focus only on the most important thing. So here we find a hack that before the guy is playing, so clicking on play of the level, he have the choice to get extra bonus. And for that, you have to watch rewarded video. So here we can see that I take the extra bonus of stretching. It means that I can stretch as much as I want. And this really helped us to improve the monetization. So we improve it to 7%. And this is cool to get. And the last test I want to share with you is about notification. I know that a lot of studio are asking me, I can improve my game by adding notification. What I want to say is that people are playing your game because it is good, because it's cool, and not because you remind them that, hi, you have a game into your phone. They will only play your game because they like it. So adding notification don't really improve. It can improve. I don't say it will never improve your game. It can improve, but it's not the main thing to improve the retention. Here we can see that we are losing 0.6%. So conclusion of that. First, make A/B test. Find a way to make A/B test with your game. Don't spend one week and then make another test, wait again 1 week, etc. This is too long. People will just copy you. Thanks to our system that we develop, we are able to make A/B tests. And in your side, find a way to make A/B test. And if they don't have a way, you can, of course, try it with us. Make please make all the modification with an A/B test. Don't trust your mind, trust only the data. I show you multiple cases where it wasn't good, our test. So it was about the dead effect, the new maps that we were thinking that it will improve the game, the notification, and they have multiple again. Move as fast as possible. When you have a good game, when you have good KPI, put all of your effort on it. If you have to work on night, because if you are not doing it, people will just copy your game and be faster than you and then learn the game before you. So make the best effort, find a way to develop it as fast as possible. What to do and what to not do and at which moment. So we understand now that on the first stage, focus only on the main thing. The main thing is the level design, the control, and the feelings in general. And please don't spend time until your game is profitable with extra character, shop, gift. It will improve, but not as much as you are expected. So take attention of all of this. And yeah, before leaving, you saw that we are making a lot of tests with the map, but how we can know that most of all the tests we made in maps except one will be good is because we have developed tools where we can analyze in the same time how the player is playing our game and how many people we are losing from each level, from each A/B test. So here, for example, is the data from the test of the version 2, where we can see that the map test was better at every level. So thank you all to listen me.